Hello, loves. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are going to do our reading for this week just a little bit different. I wanted to try something different. Right now, we have a new moon occurring in Gemini, and I wanted to try a pick your deck reading. So what will happen is that whoever picks this deck, this is the reading that you guys will view first, and then whoever picks this deck, that is the reading that will be meant for them. So please make sure that you take your time, take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and choose which deck is calling to you, because that may be the reading, or that may be the deck that has a message for you at this time. As always, before we get started, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so that you can be updated every single time I post new content. Also, subscribing to the channel means so much to small creators like myself. Your support is just incredible. Also, if you're interested in purchasing a personal reading through me, or even interested in viewing the monthly zodiac readings that I do every single month for each of the 12 zodiac signs, please make sure that you check out the links below, and also comment and let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you have any questions, and even how the reading resonates for you. So without any further ado, here is your reading. Okay, so with this deck, we are going to pull an overall energy theme that is going to be kind of encompassing what you need to know for this new moon in Gemini. Push through any insecurities. So right now, you could be feeling insecurities. Right now, Saturn is currently squaring this new moon, which means that essentially it could be really causing any boundaries or limitations to kind of bubble up when it comes to what you desire. This new moon is actually conjunct Venus, and Venus rules all about what we love, aesthetics, beauty, and also what we value. And this could be in regards to relationships, or the home, or anything of that nature. So it could be that if there are any insecurities coming up with your ability or your capability to obtain, whether this is love, money, career, status, whatever insecurities are coming up, this new moon is going to allow you to set intentions on ways that you can work through it. The square to Saturn is going to ask you, how bad do you really want whatever it is that you want? Are you willing to adhere to the boundaries? Are you willing to pay attention to these limitations? Are you willing to work through your insecurities? If so, this is going to take time, determination, and perseverance. However, those things will be rewarded. Saturn is all about karma, and Saturn rewards when we've adhered to those limitations and those boundaries. So it could be that any insecurities that are coming up for you, Saturn is asking you to work through those and to set intentions on how you can communicate through those insecurities. I'm going to do what we call a mini Celtic cross spread. So here, the central focus as far as what do you need to know for this new moon is that you need to know we have the moon in reverse, and the moon in reverse can represent that we have our deep fears. These deep fears are coming up for us, and that not everything is what it seems. So it could be that your insecurities and your fears are portraying a certain image when it comes to what it is that you're wanting. The moon in reverse is suggesting that what we need to know, it's there, it's in the unknown. Saturn is currently in Pisces, and Saturn is all about surrender. And we struggle with surrender because we fear the unknown. Crossing this is we have the Two of Coins. You're struggling to surrender to the unknown. You're struggling to adhere to these limitations, or even the reason these fears and insecurities are coming up for you is because you're feeling incredibly overwhelmed. You may be juggling so many different things within your life. And as a result, it's causing all of these emotions. It's causing all of this uncertainty to come forward. Okay, that's what's challenging your ability to listen to your intuition, is the fact that you're feeling entirely too overwhelmed, and maybe you have too many things on your plate. It could be that you need to really address, one, why have you taken on so much? And also focus on what is really your responsibility, what is associated with the desires or the Venus aspects of what is it that you value? What are your responsibilities that are closely associated with what you value? Those may be the areas that you need to focus on the most. Because when we take some of these things off our plate, when we simplify what it is that we really want to invest our time into, we're more likely to listen to our intuition. We're more likely to receive clarity and understanding, and we're more likely to have confidence in ourselves when it comes to the things of uncertainty. I'm going to move this down just a little bit. The world, there's a lesson here. The overall theme is that there's a lesson here that's not being learned. The world is governed by Saturn. Saturn is all about karma. There's a new cycle, a new karmic cycle that is available to you. However, if you continuously repeat old patterns, if you continuously engage in the old foundations of who you were, you're going to struggle to step into this new awareness. You're going to struggle to step through this portal in this new beginning for yourself. So the opportunity for a new beginning, it's there. It's right there in front of you. But you really have to set these intentions on kind of taking some of these things off of your plate at the moment, or else you're going to continue to maybe repeat this cycle that you've been in. The foundation to this is the Five of Coins. Maybe you've been feeling like your answers are just not being heard. Your prayers aren't being heard. These hardships, you keep coming across these hardships when it comes to money, career, your living situation, material resources, and even could be in hardships with your health. Pentacles governs the tangible world, which is also what Saturn rules over. Saturn rules the tangible world. It rules our humanity. And so it could be that you're constantly coming up against these obstacles, and these obstacles, these repeated patterns, are creating these insecurities. Maybe you don't trust your own ability to change how you've been showing up in the world. Here in the recent past, there could have been a lot of arguments that have recently occurred. You could have been recently feeling like you're in a lose-lose situation. And that lose-lose situation, whether this is arguments within a close relationship, a romantic relationship, but there seems to be a lot of mental conflict about how you want to move forward. And it could be because of these insecurities. What are you afraid of? What is it that you're afraid of? The beautiful thing about Gemini energy is that it's very childlike. It's very curious about the world. And Gemini asks us to approach the world with a childlike curiosity and wonder. So what is it that you're really afraid of? What's been triggering this mental conflict? Because this mental conflict is moving the energy to right where we currently are with this new moon. And that is a fear of the unknown, not really being sure, maybe not listening to your intuition. And it's hard for you to hear your intuition in regards to maybe what it is that you really want, because of feeling entirely overwhelmed, just juggling too many things in life. And as a result, it's leading you to constantly repeat these patterns for this lesson or this new level of awareness to not really be seen or learned. And being created, ultimately it's creating this foundation of, I'm going to miss out on what it is that I really want. It could be that that's the insecurity. If that's what you're really afraid of, are you going to miss out on what you really want? Now we're going to pull for the near future. The Four of Coins. This is a beautiful opportunity for you to open up. It looks as if here in the near future, you're going to allow yourself to open up and maybe let go of these hardships, maybe let go of the disappointment, let go of the regret, and to move past what it is that's really keeping you bound to whatever situation you're in. So that's beautiful. So it looks as if here in the near future, you're going to allow yourself to open up. Let's clarify this card. Open up and maybe see where you've been overthinking. We have the King of Swords in reverse. See where you've been overthinking, overanalyzing something, which can, once you open up, it's going to bring an opportunity for clarity or new ideas on how you can move forward. And it can even bring about new communication. Once you work through these insecurities, once you address them, once you address these fears of feeling like you're missing out, maybe feeling like you're unworthy, that is when you truly let go, when you truly surrender to this energy, to this Saturn energy, that is when you're going to be allowed. That's when you're going to gain that clarity. That's when you're really going to be able to have this new beginning where you can speak what it is that you're wanting. You can communicate what it is that you're wanting and how you want to move forward. So that's really, really beautiful. Let's see, how can you connect? What intentions can you set to achieve this desired result? Create and progress. Just create. Create through whatever emotions are coming up for you. You get to create the life that you want, but that life is created based upon your emotions. Our emotions become energy in motion. So begin to create the life you want. If you want to obtain relationships, then you need to address what your insecurities are in regards to relationships and love. If you want to create a career, you need to address any insecurities that you feel when it comes to maybe excelling in your career or achieving the goals or the accolades in your career that you're really wanting. If it comes to a new home, you can create a beautiful and desirable home from where you are, but if you're struggling to do that, what steps need to be taken in order for you to get to a place where you can have the home you desire? All of these things are ultimately achievable, but we have to get past our own insecurities in order to do that. And the new moon in Gemini is offering you a new opportunity and a blank slate to set these intentions that you can ultimately see unfold over the next several months. So for those of you that chose the first deck, I truly hope this reading helped. Again, let me know how it resonated for you in the comments. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell. Okay, beautiful souls, for those of you that chose deck 2, this is your reading when it comes to this new moon in Gemini. Just like the first reading, we are going to get an overall energy theme for this new moon for you guys. That was just poor shuffling. That was too many cards. That was too many cards. Assess the situation. This is Virgo energy. Virgo is all about simplification. It's all about purity. That's why Virgo is represented by the Virgin, because it is all about purity and simplification. Virgo rules things like organization, the mind, and the body. Okay? So what is it? Are you really assessing the situation? Maybe there's a lack of clarity with what it is that you're really wanting. So let's see. Here, the central focus is maybe trying to heal from past disappointments and regrets. We have the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Cups in reverse can really represent trying to heal and move past any regrets and different disappointments that you may have encountered along your journey. And when we pull the recent past, we're going to get a little bit more clear indication of exactly what you're trying to heal from. What's crossing this is the High Priestess. When in order for you to really heal and move past this, you're going to need to hear, not only listen to your intuition, but trust it. The High Priestess understands that all answers come in time. She is the gatekeeper of all that is unknown. And she trusts that whatever she needs to know will come to her in the right moment. And she trusts her intuition in any given circumstance. Also, the High Priestess is governed by the moon. So it may be that really, in order for you to allow yourself to heal, in order for you to allow yourself to move past these insecurities, we want to focus on nurturing ourselves. The moon governs the 4th house. It governs Cancer energy, and Cancer is all about nurturing ourselves. And when we want to listen to our intuition, we need to be in a place where we feel safe, where we feel calm, and our body can feel at rest. In order for that intuition to really come through and for it not to be clouded or interfered through a dysregulated nervous system. Here, the overall energy, the moon, there's a real fear in the mind of being unable to surrender to the unknown. There's a lot of fears and anxieties that are coming up A lot of fear and anxiety coming up, and an inability to surrender to the unknown due to those fears. And that could be potentially what you're thinking. And that's why the overall theme is for you to really assess the situation. But in order for you to assess the situation, you're going to need to listen to your intuition. And in order for you to listen to your intuition, you're going to need to nurture yourselves. Nurture yourselves during this new moon. Here, the foundation is strength. You're being guided with this new moon to step into that place of quiet strength, quiet confidence, confidence in your ability to trust your intuition, confidence in your ability to surrender to the unknown and understand that whatever path you're on is divinely guided. And what I love about this reading so far is that this reading has included 3 major arcana. So this is a big deal. This is a huge new moon for some of you. It's a huge new moon for some of you. So here in the heart, the foundation is for you to really believe in your own confidence, to step into that space of confidence that you do know what is best for you, that you can listen to your intuition, that you can move past these regrets. But it's the mind that could be getting the best of you. It's the mind that could be kind of clouding the waters, because the moon represents things that aren't quite what they seem. And when we are looking at a particular situation or experience, our view of that situation and experience is filtered through that lens of fear, of just our lived experience. If you've been hurt in relationships in the past, then it could be that you're going to look at any other relationship through that lens of hurt and pain. If you have made bad choices in the past, you're not going to feel confident in your ability to make good choices in the future. So it could be that these fears and anxieties are kind of clouding, and they're creating this mirage of an experience that you're in. They're creating a mirage of what you're seeing, which is why you're being guided to really, truly assess the situation, which is why you're being guided to nurture yourself and to listen to your intuition. Here in the recent past, someone has said really harsh and cold things to you recently. It could be that maybe you've been dealing with someone with narcissistic personality traits, someone who uses communication to be verbally, mentally abusive. Okay? And it could also be that you're really overthinking and overanalyzing a situation. You're thinking about it way too much. You need to get back in touch with your body, nurture yourself, allow yourself to forgive yourself for anything any choices, decisions, or behaviors that have been made in the past. And then here in the near future, the 9 of Pentacles. This is beautiful. The near future, it looks as if you're going to be stepping into this self-made energy, regaining that sense of independence, focusing on the foundations of your health, focusing on the foundations of your wealth and your material status, the stability and security that you feel within your tangible world. Really taking the time to focus on what it is that you truly want to invest in. Because Pentacles here, we're looking at the material world, we're looking at the tangible world. And this can include things like relationships, material possessions, finances, your physical home, and your health. What is it that you really truly value, and what is it that you really want to invest your time into? But even before you can take those steps, it's all going to boil down to you listening to your intuition. And in order for you to do that, you're going to have to nurture yourself. You're going to have to nurture yourself. You're going to have to nurture your body. You're going to have to nurture your mind. You're going to have to nurture your emotional state. And you're going to have to nurture yourself spiritually. And if that means that you sleep for 6 days, then that means that you sleep for 6 days. Be confident in your ability to move past these things. Be confident in your ability to know what is right for you and to listen to your intuition. Because that is going to be the key for you to conquering these fears and to seeing and assessing the truth of a situation. This new moon is a new opportunity and a blank slate for you to write a new chapter for yourself. You are the creator and the writer of your own story. So how are you going to write the next chapter? Updates to the system. Anytime we update a piece of software, it takes time, right? And so what did we do? We are like, okay, yes to the update. And some of us typically walk away or we go do other things because we know that that update is going to take time. Whatever this is, whatever's happening, this is going to take time. This is card number 17. 1 is about the creation and it's about self, and 7 is an extremely spiritual number, and this is all about your spiritual growth. Saturn is currently squaring this new moon. Saturn's asking, how bad do you really want what it is that you want? Because if you want it bad enough, you'll adhere to the boundaries, you'll adhere to the limitations. And you'll adhere to the fact that this is going to take time. So how bad do you really want this self-freedom? How bad do you really want that for yourself? Now is the time for you to allow these updates to happen. Now is the time for you to rest. Don't do any more than what you're already doing. There's no need to do anything different other than to finally put yourself first. If you chose deck 2, I truly hope that you have enjoyed this reading. As always, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Just subscribing alone means the world to small content creators like myself. Your subscribing actually continued support allows us to continue to do what it is that we do, which is to be of service to you and to the collective. Also, let me know what deck you chose and how your reading resonated with you. You can let me know what intentions you plan to set or just how the reading made you feel. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful new moon in Gemini. Don't forget to set those intentions.